Hello and welcome. My name is Chris from Pixel Splash Website Design, based here in Geelong for Geelong businesses, and you're watching our video tutorial series on how to edit the basic content of your WordPress site. Now in this tutorial we're going to look at how you can edit and how you can add calendar events to your website. So if we look over here at the website that we're currently developing, this is for Anna Waters. Anna Waters is a Christian musician / artist, and this is her website that we're developing. And you can notice that down here we have some tour dates that are dynamically generated, which means that the newest tour dates will always appear on this site, and it will only be 3 of those events, not the whole lot. So here we have some information. You can access that information here and edit it and see more events. And if you click see more events, you head over to here, which is the events page, and that lists the bulk calendar, which lists all the events, and we have some filler content you can see in here. Now there's lots of things that you can do with this calendar just in the website, so just when you're viewing it, and that is you can expand all the events, and you can see featured images and content and times and all that kind of thing, and you can collapse them. You can choose to print these events as well if you wish. Now you can sort by month, and I said this is the agenda view, which means that it's going to show you a list of all the events going right down, and it will have a maximum number of events that you can view, and then you kind of have to go to the next page and see more. But let's say we want to change the view. Well, over here you can click on the agenda, and let's see, you can do the day view. Now today there's no events, so there's not much information there. But let's say if we choose the month view, here you can see we have an event here, an event here, we have an event here, and an event here. Likewise, we can go week, and we can see there's an event down here, and an event down here as well. And so the question is, if you have calendars and events set up on your website, how do you edit them? How do you add them? How do you delete them? So let's go and answer some of those questions. So the first thing you want to do is you want to log into the back end of your website. And if you don't know how to do that, then you can check out the tutorials on the Pixel Splash website, and they'll show you how to do that. So we're at the back end of our website here, and you'll notice there's a new tab here called Events. And this is where you go to add your events, delete your events, edit your events, all that kind of stuff. So what you want to do is you want to hover over here and click on All Events, and that will take you to this page here. And this is basically a listing of all your events. Now, if you're familiar with WordPress, or you've seen our other video tutorials on pages and posts, you'll notice that it's very similarly presented. So you have your events here listed, and you can edit them, or quick edit, or trash. You can also highlight multiple ones at once and choose to delete them. But we want to edit them, okay? So let's edit a pre-existing event. So let's hover over this Arena Gig event, and let's click Edit. And this will take us to the comprehensive editing page, where we can edit all the information on that particular event when it wants to load and not being slow. All right, here we are. So let me point out some important features of this event. So here we have our event title, and that will display, for instance, let's find the Arena Gig here. Let's go back to the agenda page. That's the title there, Arena Gig. And it's at the arena, and that information is set here under event location, but we'll get to that. So we have the Arena Gig, that's the title. We have the event time information here, so whether it's set to all day, or let's say actually it's not all day, let's say it's from a particular time to another particular time. We have our time zone here, which you can select by clicking on and choose, or you can just type in, let's say we're in New York, which no matches are found because we're in Australia. So let's say Melbourne. You can choose to repeat certain events or exclude certain times, and all those rules are available in that section. It's pretty easy to follow. The event location information. So this is the venue name that we've called it, and here is the event location that we've just put in, and you can change that to whatever you want, and it will automatically populate the Google map for you, so you don't have to worry about the latitude and longitude, and you'll see that in a minute when we go to create an event. Make sure if you want the map present on that page that you click the show map button, otherwise it will hide it. Event cost is pretty self-explanatory. You can have no tickets and it be a free event, or it can be have a certain cost, or you can send them to another website, maybe a Ticketex website, or timely.ly tickets, which is in beta form at the moment, so you need to register for that. But For the most part, you're either going to send them somewhere or you're just going to have a price at the door, and that's information you can set here. Here you have the organizer contact form or contact information, and you can, pretty self-explanatory, just fill it out. And here we have the bulk of the description, so what the event is actually about, just like a little blurb about that. Then we have the featured image over here, which we can remove or change. So let's just remove it for now, and I'll show you what it's like when you actually add a featured image. So we go set featured image. Now, if the image is already in your media library, then you can simply select it from there. If it's not, if it's on your computer, then it's simply a case of clicking on the Upload Files tab, select Files, and then choose wherever it is on your computer. And that's really it. Once you've filled out all that information, you can simply click Update, and like a post or a page in WordPress, it will push that to the live site. If you're not comfortable and you just want to see what it looks like first before you publish it, then you can click on Preview Changes, and this will open up a new tab in your browser and will give you a preview of the event that you've just created. So it's not live yet, no one else can see it, just you. And you can go ahead and kind of check out the details and make sure that you've got everything the way that you want it. Maybe the MAC address was wrong, maybe the featured image wasn't right, or whatever. So see here, we've got the name of the event, we've got the details of when it is, and it's all day at the moment. But if it was set between two intervals, two time periods, then you obviously see that reflected here. The event's location, as well as the interactive Google map. All the information's here, and you can check it out. And like a post, you can share it with your friends, or you can leave a reply or a comment. So it's like a post in that sense. There's no featured image because we just removed it, but you'll notice that when we do it later and we add a new one, the featured image appears above the title. So let's do that. Let's add a new event. So to do that, we'll get out of this one. We don't want to make the changes, but if you do want to make the changes and push it to your website, you click the update button. So let's go back to events and let's go add new event. And this is going to be adding a new event from scratch. I'm not going to go through the details information because you've just seen how we do that. But essentially you just click on add new and you do what we just did here with the editing of the event, but you just fill in all the information yourself. And so I'm going to call it a random, let's remove that, a random event by Chris. It would help if I could spell or type, my goodness. Let's go capitals, why not? So we're saying it's going from, it's on the 26th and it goes from 6:15 to 9 a.m. Time zone is Melbourne. The event location details. Alright, so the venue name is the Arena. The address I have over here, and I'll chuck that in, and it's automatically going to populate that map for me. I'm going to make sure I click it so it's shown. I'm going to say it's a free event. Organize information, Bob William is the contact. His number is very convenient phone number. His email address is example@example.com. His website is example.com. If you want to contact him, you are more than happy to contact Bob. And let's chuck in description, set a featured image, and let's grab that Arena image that we removed from the previous one so you can see how it looks on the preview. So let's click it there, set featured image, and now let's click preview. Notice as well here, we can save it as a draft, which means that it will be saved temporarily and you can come back and edit it again and then publish it if you want. That's kind of a nifty way of doing it. If you're not ready to publish it, but you need to go back and make some changes later, and you can click save draft and that will save it as a draft, as you could understand. So here we go, here's our preview. We have our featured image over here, we have all of our content, our featured image also appears over here, and it's ready to go, so we can simply click publish. Now when we click publish, it will push it to the live site, so you'll see in those two places, you'll see it over here. So I'll refresh this page and you'll see it over here as well. And so I'll refresh that page and you should see them in those places. If not, the best thing to do is contact your website designer or system administrator. And here you go, a random event by Chris at the Arena. Here's the information here, and likewise you'll see it over here. There you go, a random event. Now, because random event 1 is on the same day, it's under here, and likewise this event's on the same day too. And so it will just be listed dynamically. You don't need to go and add this information yourself. It gets added for you. And you can open that up and view it, or if you want to read more, you can read more, and it will take you to this page here where you can see more information. So that's how you add an event, that's how you edit an event, that's how you delete an event using the WordPress platform. All right, I'll see you later.